everybody, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. He is stuck over here in Thorin's Hall, the inn. The pub in Thorin's Hall down here in a particularly dark and sinister corner of it, talking to Jonar and Lar and Andri, the founders and main people here in the Ale Association, which is, of course, the dwarven answer to the Inn League. We have ran through all the different, five, I believe it is, yes, the five different quests that Jonar gives you. I'm going to pick them up again just for a moment so that we can do them yet again. These are our dailies. We'll pick them up again so we can get the experience for it and the reputation for it. One more. Very good. Okay, we went inside here last time into the Ale Association Hall, which you only need acquaintance standing for. Different than the friend standing that you need with the Inn League to get into their hall. As you see here, the trader on the outside has a barter where you trade in badges of dishonor to get box of festival tokens, or badges of dishonor to get deluxe stink bombs. So there you are. That's what he offers. I can only assume the one inside offers better things, of course, being that you have to get to Kindred Association. The other person we want to talk to is the Ale Association Tavern Keep over here, sitting at the opposite end of the table from the Inn League Tavern Keep. Let us go ahead and chat with this person. The Ale Association Tavern Keep, as we said last time, you'll see they offer 11 different quests here. And the quest, each one is a delivery quest. It's one of the Ale Association, well, let's back up on that. Each one is a delivery quest. Each one has a person who wants to sample a certain brew for reasons of completeness or homesickness or whatever you want to do. However, each one of these 11 is a Inn League member, talked to by this Inn League Keep over here. The Inn League Keeps, and where I found them was at the Party Tree. The Party Tree, the Inn League Party Tree Association member there, the Tavern Keep, has 11 quests here that are just slightly named. Like one is called a simple wine, and this one here is called a convoluted wine. One there is called a bit of brown, whereas this one is called a bit of white. And you may, and here's one here, you know, theirs is, I believe, a reminder of Rivendell. This is a different reminder of Rivendell. As you may imagine, what you're doing is you're going to the same people that the Inn Association delivers to, but you're giving them a different brew. You're giving them something that you hope will spoil their memories, rot their tongue, make them sick, whatever it is that they're wanting to get. You're going to deliver something else to them with the hopes that it is going to cause them to have not so good associations with the Inn League. So we're going to take a look at the first one here. We're not going to run through all of these on camera today because they take you all over Region. But we will take a look at, we'll look at a bit of white. And every single one of them starts with this first paragraph here. I've received a different sort of orders from Jonar, the head of this here society. He hates the Inn League so much that he has assigned me a rather different task than my Inn League neighbor there. Shh! He mustn't hear us. I've heard my friend from the Inn League there mention a foolish fellow named Harrigar Mudbottom, stuck in a pickle up in Oatbarton. He wishes to drink Blagrove's Brown because he has not yet completed the Inn League challenge. I can think of something even better. A drink of a different color will serve to amuse us. White Branch from the Ivy Bush in Hobbiton. If you bring that to Harrigar, he will continue his boasting, but everyone will know that he never sampled Blagrove Brown. They are as different as apples and potatoes. So as you see here, we have to collect the fake Blago's Brown, which is the White Branch, from the Ivy Bush in Hobbiton, and then travel up north to Oatbarton and find Harrigar and deliver it to him. So we will go ahead and accept that. As you see, you have 1 hour, I believe, with each and every one of these. You have 1 hour to get the quest done. So we are going to head on out now and see if we can't get over there to the Ivy Bush. Shouldn't be any difficulty whatsoever. In fact, of course, Mind Fiend has been doing, he has achieved kindred status with the In League by doing all these quests over doing all the In League quests. They're the equivalent In League quest over the last few festivals here. And he has actually got this part down, the In League deliveries down, to, I think he says he can do them all of them within 1 hour. The big thing is, so once we go here, let's go to Michael Delving. The big thing is that you go around and you pick up all the brews first. Go to each one of the different bars, pick up all the brews that you're going to need. Then you run and get the quest, and then you go around and deliver them all from one place to another without having to worry about going from one brewery to the next. All right, let's go on into Hobbiton now. We'll take this because it's the quickest way to get there. Riding the stable horse, of course. But yeah, it's a shame. Hopefully, he'll be able to do something like this soon and produce something showing you his technique for flying around and delivering all the different brews to all the different In League members, and how he's managed to minimize the time and maximize his efficiency. The other thing, talking about min-maxing, is that he is an absolute reputation whore? Not the word I'm looking for, but a reputation master. There we go. Reputation master, a much better word. Where he is pretty much setting out to achieve kindred status in each and every one of the reputations across Middle-earth. Now, one of the things that you look at here, you would think that the In League and the Ale Association are antithetical to each other, that they would cancel each other out. And as you see, they go a long ways toward doing that with the plus 900 that you get for doing the Ale Association, and the minus 500 you get for with the In League for doing that. But if you'll notice, and you'll do the math, there's a gap of 400 there. And the In League Association has the same thing. The quests that they do give you 900 with the In League and minus 500 with the Ale Association. So as you see, if you do each one of these, like let's say you do one of these with the Ale Association here. All right, let me find the barkeep. Here we go. There's the tavern keep. We want a thing of a bit of white. White branch, you say? One moment. I shall have it ready directly. All right, so we've collected the white branch that we're going to pass off and pretend is Blagrove's brown. But as it is, if you do one of these, for instance, do this quest, you'll get 900 with the Ale Association and minus 500. Let's see, we got one going to Oatbarton? No, but we got one going to Brockenborings. And you'll get minus 500 with the In League. Well, if you then turn around and do the In League one, you'll get 900 with the In League and minus 400 with the Ale Association. So by simply doing the equivalent quest and the equivalent deliveries for each group, you will get 500 positive points with each group. So basically, it turns it from being impossible to being in both groups to just turning it into a grind being in both groups. Instead of getting 900 faction points with a group for doing the quest, you'll end up doing 2 quests and only getting 500. So it would take you almost, not quite, but almost twice as long to gain faction with both groups. And of course, you'll have to do both groups at the same time. So you're doing twice as much work for half the faction. But it is possible to become kindred with both of them. So those of y'all who are kindred mongers and reputation mongers and want to get the high level, I know there is a horse that you get, or a steed, for becoming kindred with the in-league. I'm sure there's probably one for becoming kindred with the Ale Association either. I wish we could look on that vendor in there. But I'm sure there's one for becoming kindred with them as well. So it's possible to get that one too. It's just a bit more of a grind. You got to work at it. Or you've got to get all the way up to kindred in one, get whatever reputation item you want, whatever rewards that you want. Let's go to Oak Barton now. Get whatever rewards you want, and then not mind it wrecking your reputation and not worrying about getting it back. Either choice and either tactic is acceptable. All right, let's look around and see if we can find this Mr. Mudbottom. All right, we got a quest ring right up here on the map. Is that where we will find him? Yep, there he is. Haragar Mudbottom, in-league member.
Just a moment.
Don't know if I'd want to go around with a name called Mudbottom. Imagine it doesn't help much in the speed dating scene. Hello, I'm Harry Mudbottom. Pass. A bit of white. Is that the Blagrove's brown? Give it here. I will drink it right now, and then boast all of its delighted taste, for I have heard wonderful things about it. Haragar takes a long drink and lowers the mug at last. That was surprisingly light, clear and crisp, with a snap like a twig underfoot. What a bright flavor. Blagrove's brown is a deceptive name, don't you think? I cannot wait to review it with my other in-league friends. Wah, 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 wah. So as I say, now he'll go and tell all of his in-league friends that he tried the Blagrove's brown, and they'll know that he's a liar or that he got the wrong one, because he's describing it as deceptively light with a bit of a snap. So there you are. So as you see, if you gather up all of the different drinks, you could run around quite quickly to all the different places and deliver them. Now, we're just going to run back to Hobbiton right quick. Let's see, back to Brockenborns. But yeah, that's the hardest part about this, I would imagine, once you learn where everybody is and where the drinks are. The worst part about it is the rides here. Paying for all the rides. You might want to have a bit of coin in your pocket, because the vast majority of them are not going to be 70 copper pieces apiece. Okay, we're going to deliver Yonar's special brew to the party tree. We've got about 17 minutes left to do that, and we will drop that off once more. But there you are. Like I said, this will be a shorter episode. We are not going to go through each and every single one of these today. I want to get back onto working on the epic line, and plus being the fact that there's one more day in the festival, so I want to get the fishing stuff and all that done. You know, roll the dice one more time, see if I can become the only person to get that amazing angler award as we fight off the bad fish. Alright, I'm about to dismount here as we pass the party tree. And that's one of the nicest things about so many of these stable rides, is just knowing when to hop off of them. It's like, okay, I'll take a ride, but I'm not going to go to the end of it because the destination I want's right here. I tried this one. I said I would try it again at some point and see what happens. I tried it with the NPCs. This is the one where you drop the stink bomb. Tried it with the NPCs, and there was no effect with the NPCs. They continued going about their business and acting just like they did. And unfortunately, I don't see any humans about. Don't see any actual players about. So we will just have to drop it here again. And that's what I'll do here, is you'll notice whenever I fire it off, it doesn't affect the AIs whatsoever. But being that we got a real good dose of it, I would imagine everybody in the area would have probably collapsed just like what we did just then. And that explains why I've seen those every single time. I was wondering, I know there's something that you get right over there at the next festival. When the Harvest Festival and all arrives, there's one of the items that you get in there causes this kind of effect. So I was curious when I saw this going off during this festival and wondering how many people had saved all these stink bombs from the haunted burrow last year. It was confusing me. I'm glad I don't have to be confused no more. All right, so there you go. That was the first of our draft droughts here. We're going to run around. We are going to continue collecting our recipes, poking holes in the kegs, gathering the materials for the special brew, and getting our daily points here for the Ale Association. As I've said, this is possibly the last day. It might run through, I know it says through the 14th, and now is the 13th. So it is possible that you may have all of today and all of tomorrow to finish up with the festival. It's possible it might end up it might be finished at 3 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. It's been a while since I've had been in one of these festivals to the end point where I knew what day it was finishing with their confusing terminology. But there you go. You've got at least 24 hours left, so get out there, get some festival dues in, get some Ale Association, some in-league, whatever it is you want to get accomplished. Enjoy it. You may have 24 hours, you may have 48 hours left. You may have somewhere in between, but it is ending soon. And at that point, I think when this ends, it should be almost Talk Like a Pirate Day, which will be the 19th. And last year, when Talk Like a Pirate Day began, the Shipwreck Mariner quest started on the 16th, I think. I think they ran the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th. So I will be keeping my eyes out over there at the Brandywine Bridge to see when the mariners and the kegs of cram and the bottles of grog appear. And we'll know it's time to go out and get your pirate hats again. So that's coming up in just a couple of days as well. And then, of course, a couple of days after that, it will be Hobbit Day and celebrating Frodo and Bilbo's birthday. So we've got a lot of little mini festivities coming up in the next 10 days or so. So we will see y'all then. Thanks for coming along, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.